Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a reading for Gemini. Welcome, Geminis. Hope you're doing well. So this is a general reading. I'm not tuning into one person's specific energies. I'm tuning into the collective Gemini. So take what resonates and leave the rest. All right, Gemini. In the past, your energy was in heart chakra reversed. So heart chakra right here. Heart chakra is an energetic center that deals with you, your specific energy, and that it's in reverse. In the past, there's some type of energy where in the past you felt like you were blocked from being yourself or limited access to being who you really are. It feels like a repetitive cycle that you were having trouble shifting out of. Maybe you're focusing on someone else's energy or other people, trying to please others or trying to fit in and not being yourself. It feels like you didn't believe that you had any other options other than trying to, like, it feels like you didn't have permission to be yourself or didn't give yourself permission or had beliefs that that you weren't good enough, or there was something not enough about you where instead you were giving to someone else. Yeah, this really kept you stuck. A lack of passion in your life, a lack of motivation. Because it feels like you're living for someone else, giving your energy to someone else. Feels like a slow death, not living for yourself, not following your dreams, not following your passions, feeling like there are no other options. This is just how it is. And then repeat. There is something that happened in the past, though. It seems like you might have met someone or met a group of people who you connected with, and feels like this gave you hope or inspiration. You couldn't stay in this energy and then meet a different energy. It's vibration first. So something must have happened. Some healing or some releasing of resistance and allowing yourself to be yourself, wanting to be yourself, and meeting up with people who are of like minds. This might be that you are more of a heart-centered person, and the people who you were trying to connect with and might have grown up with, not heart-centered people. This might not be for everybody, but I'm feeling this, finding people who are more in resonance with who you are and who you prefer to be. So this was in your past energy. And in your present energy, Gemini, you are in the energy of Emperor, authority. This guy always reminds me of a bouncer. not like I go to a lot of bars or anything, but he has that energy of this guy, and there's no gender in tarot, just an energy. This individual has a lot of self-respect, that bouncer at the door, boundaries, healthy boundaries, not allowing anybody who doesn't belong in their energy, in their space, in their home to come in. They set the rules of what's allowed and what's not allowed. They're the authority in their life. Wow, this energy is really shifting from the past. I just want to validate that if this reading is resonating with you, that it takes a lot of courage to come from a blocked space where there's a lack of growth and a lot of repetitive cycles where you feel this kind of painted in a corner and no options and uninspired. This wasn't an accident that this happened. This takes a lot of work to raise your vibration enough to see yourself and your situation clearly enough so you and trust yourself, especially after it feels like others did not see you and or see your potential. It feels like they didn't see your soul, but that you connected with your soul. And the more you did that, then you started attracting others around you. And so in present time, so cool. In present time, it feels like the people who have been around you do not care for your glow up. These people want to keep you diminished, keep your light dim, keep you small and fitting in instead of it feels like it scares them that they've had control over you and they could manipulate you in the past. And now that you're stepping into this emperor energy and speaking your truth, you make the rules for you, that you're having to make decisions about separating from loved ones, people who you have loved and you have been around for a long time. This could be emotionally really difficult for you. I just want to also validate that, because I am feeling such a heart-centered, caring person that you are, that choosing yourself, choosing radical self-love does not mean that you don't care for the people that are toxic and not good for your energy. It doesn't just wipe out that care. Feels like soul connections, like you are making really hard moves. Feels like you're trying to avoid the inevitable split. Feels like you're I can't tell if you are feeling a little depressed right now because of this, or both you and the people or person you are separating from are feeling sad about this. But I feel like with you in that emperor mode, that you are noticing that these connections that are unfulfilling and not good for you or built on faulty foundations. Get the feeling that you want to change, you want to ascend your vibration and grow and expand. And there are people around you who either can't grow or refuse to. And that's, we're not in the business of controlling others or judging their path or the timing that they expand and grow. Maybe they won't grow for another couple lifetimes. Feels like you've been in a mental prison, kind of blind to these people, person in your environment. And you're making choices so you can be abundant, independent. As scary as it might be, it feels like that staying with people who don't have your best interest, who really can't see that amazing heart of yours, that might have kept you in a mental prison with manipulation, that they're not seeing your potential. They're not seeing that you have this amazing amount of abundance and nurturing abilities that you can. I feel like part of the limitations and the lack of options, it has to do with finances in part, like people telling you that you can't be successful, you can't create or generate wealth. And I feel like, that isn't true. So in the center of your reading, Gemini, is 9 of Swords, suffering in silence. I feel like you've kept secrets. These toxic connections, you've kept secrets. You haven't let anybody know how toxic this connection are. Feels like it's affected your sleep. It's definitely that feeling alone and separated, which is ironic because you've spent so much of your time and energy to stay in these connections, healing these connections, shifting who you are to stay in them. Feels like a lot of work to build connections where connections can't be built, not fulfilling connections. Yeah, so your higher self is letting you know that there is love, opportunity, filling your own cup, loving yourself enough to know what is healthy for you, what is loving, what is love, baby, don't hurt me. Interesting. Your challenge is Ace of Wands, passion ignited. Your challenge is to follow your passions. I feel like your passions might have to do with something around work, about abundance and the type of life you want to lead. What you want to focus on, not what others, what society, what your family, what these connections or connection believes as successful, but following your passion. Only you know what's can make you happy? What can make you satisfied? Feels like there's a lot of new beginnings. The more you stay in this energy, the more you repeat the same cycles and never get to where you want to be. But something is coming into your energy, really healing that heart space and loving yourself. Starting there, the more you give yourself, give your heart what you need, what you've always wanted to hear, what you've always wanted to feel, then others will respond to that. It does feel like you might be moving slower, but what I'm getting is it feels certain. There's not a lot of fast movement in your energy. It's kind of a paradox here. I feel like when you imagine change, you want it fast, but there's something about not really taking the action. But your challenge is to get out of a space of indecision, split energy. I want what's best for me, but what about how everybody will perceive this? But I really need to follow me. So there's a bit of split energy here. There are a lot of opportunities. Feels like no matter what, you're going to make the right decision for you. And that's what's important. The timing isn't important. Remember not to compare yourself or your journey to anybody else's. This is your own private path. So, all right, Gemini, that's your reading. I hope this was helpful. If you like this, I'd love a thumbs up. I love reading any comments, any time you want to share how this resonates with you and your personal journey. And if this resonates, hit that subscribe button. So, all right, take care. Bye.